First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They find some open field here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first. It's just the fifth all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's track. Check 15, check 15.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Check, 47.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I can't believe he let you play. I can't believe kill. Check 24, check 24.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and they will.
And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside.
This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on 1st down. Miller down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
95, 56. Got you. Switch it. Easy. Opposite.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hatch it. 11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
47, Mike, 47. Got one.
Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Running with Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch time.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. It's at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Take motion.
From the 17, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
36.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
We want it. Come to my world. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go. Do it.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Slam, slam, slam.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 29. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 29-yard line. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
First down, Texans.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Right there. Check 39. Alert 3.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Hyde. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2nd down and goal. Watson eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's 3rd down and goal.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. He's going to rifle one deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
This is it. 19. 47. Hey, let's get in that hole. Switch. Hey, 59. Rip left.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, motion back.
Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards the pickup there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that 1st win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now. He gets it to Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Again has it complete. And some room to work. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Houston, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.